It all starts with a canoe or va'a. For sprint race events allowing 12 paddlers, the double-hull canoe is utilized. The boat has the stability of a smaller class catamaran. And for smaller numbers of paddlers from 1-man to 6-man crews, the single-hull canoe with an outrigger is used. The hull of the va'a stretches up to 9 meters in length, depending on the number of paddlers. Along with its outrigger, the va'a offers unparalleled stability for adaptive paddlers compared to Olympic kayaks and canoes.
The outrigger canoe in its design is for stability and safety. So it's been used for millennia in the open ocean and on flat water. For an adaptive group of paddlers with various disabilities, the outrigger canoe provides that safety margin that I think is important for them to really then be able to excel in applying power and generating speed without having to worry about tipping the boat. So it really is kind of unique in its design and its application to this type of racing program, and especially at the world level, I think would be ideal.
An adaptive athlete can master the individual va'a in just a few hours. Foot pedals are not needed to navigate the va'a. Even athletes with spinal cord injuries whom lack lower body stability are able to navigate freely on the water, as they are strapped to a seat much like their wheelchairs. Although stable, the va'a is narrow, allowing the athlete to paddle close to the hip, minimizing torsional forces on vulnerable spinal cord lesions. The paddling technique also involves switching sides at regular intervals of 10 to 20 strokes, preventing lateral imbalance and muscular stress or development. Support seating is well advanced for athletes with spinal cord lesion, and design cooperation takes place between boat and sea manufacturers, enabling athletes with profound and varied disabilities to make a strong contribution.
Some of the mechanics are not difficult, but to really put it all together, it requires a lot of work. What I'm impressed by over these few years is how these folks that have disabilities quickly learn to adapt, even with a disability, so that they can pick up this sport.
Classification of adaptive paddlers is by far the most advanced, and it is constantly being improved by research at universities in England, Hawaii, and New York.
We modeled our point system after that used in wheelchair basketball, and I feel the benefit of simulating their system is the fact that, again, we can accommodate and include on the same team people with different types of disabilities. So you don't have to have a race with people just with spinal cord injury, a separate race for people with cerebral palsy and so forth. So it's, again, how much functionability you have, whether you have any one of those particular disability types, but you still can compete on the same, as a member of the same team. We want to accommodate athletes of all abilities, I mean a range of abilities, so would like to include people from all the major disability groups that are currently participating in Olympic sport. So you have people with spinal cord injury, you have people with amputations, people who are blind, people who have cerebral palsy, and also people who have spinal cord injury. The purpose, again, is to make fair and equitable competition among the competitors.
Athlete testing is undertaken on adapted Concept 11 rowing ergometers, with seats replicating the position in the boat. This enables the paddling action to be assessed bilaterally in all directions. The IVF classification point system enables crews to line up in competition with paddlers of different disabilities. This functional assessment system is by far the most advanced in paddle sports.